That is fair. It's a fair thing to say. Should I be streaming my OBS directly to Discord? Probably doesn't matter. Hi, this is Unstick After Dark. My name is Joe Drilling, and we're gonna play a bunch of NES ROM hacks tonight.
And by we mean you.
Yes.
Now you're playing with power.
Super power. Wait, not yet. It's oh shit.
Nope. Yeah, this is regular power.
Yeah, regular power.
So I'm gonna start with a trio of Deadpool ROM hacks.
Why are there so many of those?
One dude made them all, so.
Okay.
Oh, really?
That makes more sense.
So
Yeah.
Now I kind of love this.
two of them
like his life's
are
work.
two of them are Ninja Gaiden hacks featuring Deadpool because Deadpool famously likes to use swords, and one is a Contra hack because Deadpool famously also likes to use guns.
Story checks out.
Yep.
Is there a kind of weapon Deadpool does not like to use?
No, I suppose there's not really.
If you draw the line,
Lasers.
flails,
Flails. Not big on flails.
maces, both kinds.
Great axes.
I mean,
Colossal great
I think he
swords.
would use any of those things if the opportunity.
I don't
you
think
know,
he could use a
presented
colossal
itself.
greatsword, Joe.
Yeah,
Deadpool's not that cool.
he's definitely more of a Dex character than a
He's
strength
more of a
character.
Dex guy. Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I mean,
We know what that
he's got like
You know.
Wolverine's healing factor plus 1,000, so I mean,
but that
probably
doesn't
could.
mean-
I mean, it
That's
means.
not super strength, though. That's it.
Yeah, but-
I mean, it sort of is because you'd build up the way you build up muscle is you.
That's a bit of a stretch. It's a bit of a stretch.
How do
Well,
you
that
know
just-
that his body
know-
doesn't revert to its less muscly phase every time he heals?
That just means he can work out really hard all the time, but that just
Yeah,
means he
okay.
could be like normal strong, like a guy on HGH or something.
I was gonna say, you know what
Fair
else
enough.
stretches? Muscle fibers.
But normal
So he's
guys on
probably
HGH
very
use great
strong.
swords, so there. I mean, there you go.
Well, that's we said
Colossal
ultra,
great
yeah,
swords,
or
Joseph.
ultra greats. Right, this you gotta have strength
Yeah.
like 50 plus for these
We're
shits.
talking 50, we're talking 60, we're talking the soft cap. It's dropping off. You're still putting points into it, but you're getting nothing. But what else are you gonna do?
Are there
Large
any
gloves.
colossal great swords in Elden Ring?
Yeah, they changed it from ultra great sword to colossal great sword, which is
Because I thought I was using the biggest sword I could get, but I don't remember needing 60 strength.
you were using the Game of Thrones sword, right?
Yeah, the Throne of Swords.
Yeah, that is one of those. That's like the first one you can get, so it's not as
Sorry, I'm not crazy. This is like a chiptune version of XCOM Give It To You that's playing during this stage, right?
I don't. Are you streaming this to Discord?
Yeah,
I'm not
I
streaming
can't
it to
watch it.
Discord, but I.
Well, then we can't hear it.
Oh, that's fair. I asked if I should. Should I? Do you want me to? I can.
Yeah, I mean, so we
I
can
sure
hear.
do, Joe.
Hang on.
Of
I'm
course I'm
holding.
interested in this game that you're streaming.
Although I guess I don't
So
know
which-
if the sound will actually come through OBS into Discord either. That might not make
Also,
a difference.
check this out. Eric's here. I'm Alex. Kurt showed up. Hi, Kurt.
Hi,
Mike
Kurt.
is here.
Hello.
Everyone's here. Wow, Kurt is here.
No, well, Anthony's not here.
Anthony's
Everyone that
Who
matters
wants
is
Anthony
here.
to be here?
Shit, shots fired.
Did everybody get their mystery package from Kurt? Can we all thank Kurt now because we all got our
Yes.
mystery package from Kurt?
Did Alex get his?
I did. I was gonna ask you about it later. I didn't realize we all got mystery packages. Okay.
Everyone got mystery pack.
Oh, he thought he was special.
I mean, I thought I
He
was
was
special.
special, but not in that way.
Yeah. I thought I was special when I got mine.
You are special.
Thank you.
We are all
Thank you.
special.
Yes.
Kurt's
You're
especially
welcome.
special.
We don't need to talk about that on the stream.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I after the stream, I had a question about it,
Yeah.
but it can wait.
Yeah.
It's not illegal.
Not illegal.
It's not illegal. Get,
Kurt,
get that out
Kurt,
of your heads.
Kurt shipped us all a half kilo of that
No.
pure
None of
good.
that happened.
No, I found it.
I mean, it weighs about a half kilo.
I didn't find anything. I mean,
We're definitely not all selling coke out of our respective
no,
cities.
we're using it. I mean, I'm not using
Not all of us
anything.
are.
No. Alex, you're not gonna make it in this biz. Can't keep your nose clean. Literally.
Right, don't get high on your own supply.
Is that where that
Come on.
phrase comes from?
It's not my supply, it's Kurt's. He gave it to me.
Well, that makes
Listen.
it yours now.
If you want these keys to open doors, then
Yeah.
Can't get high on your own supply.
My friend Eric's always talking about that song. I don't know. Yeah. Do you know who that is?
Clips? The clips?
Is that you?
I mean, I didn't write the song. Pusha T
Ladies
wrote
and
the
gentlemen,
song.
welcome to YouTube.com. What is Joe doing? Let's check it out. Hey, it looks like Ninja Gaiden, but it's red. He's a red guy.
Yeah, this is just like one of those ridiculous, you know, this is kind of the object lesson in why I don't like a lot of NES ROM hacks, because it's just like, what if it was the same game, but it was just like obscenely hard and full of like total bullshit level design. And like not in a fun way, like, you know, VVV or Super Meat Boy, just like in a bullshit way. And that's basically what's going on here.
Cool, man. You're really selling me on it.
There's a cool little Mario ad in the thing.
There is a cool little...
Is that an ad for D, the Sega Saturn game?
No, I think that's supposed to be Deadpool's face.
Oh yeah, you're right. It is. Yeah. I mean, that also kind of looks like. Yeah, stands for Dracula.
Man.
Things that stick in your brain.
Yeah, anytime I see the letter D, there's like a I'm gonna say like 5% chance I'm gonna think of that Aqua Teen joke, which may not seem like, you know, that much, but
That's a lot, though.
it's a lot
fucked up.
over, you know, like 20 years or whatever.
I think of it every time somebody says D.
Ryan Swayze.
Not when I
says,
s-
"What's up?" What's
Not
up?
when I see
Hello.
D, but when
Right, just the letter.
when somebody just says the letter D, and then I go, oh yeah, it stands for Dracula.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, alright. Well, it's good to know that whatever disease I have, you also have.
You must be happy you don't work in a CD store.
Exactly.
But anytime I have a patient whose name has the letter D in it, which comes up more than you might think.
hmm
I would think it comes up
No,
a
I don't
lot.
think it comes up a lot.
Yeah,
It's a pretty
actually,
common
I
letter.
mean, right.
It's not
at,
Q or Z or something. Like,
at worst, it's 1 in 26 chance. But
Okay, there's this good old-fashioned law called HIPAA, right?
Yep.
I forget what it stands for, but you know, patient privacy stuff, right? So we use a special little way to act.
it's about giant aquatic mammals, right?
Yeah. There's a provision about patient privacy.
Hippos
That's like a
in,
minor-
patients out. Right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So, but like on the central monitor where all the patients like, you know, things are, we have to have their identifier, but it has to be their, you know, you can't put their name because anybody could just walk by and see that, you know, Joe is in the hospital and that violates his
Wait,
privacy.
Joe's in the hospital? You just
Joe's
violated
not
his
in the
privacy.
hospital.
Joe's not in the, I can see Joe
Your
on the screen.
your punishment is you have to stand behind the hippo poop fan.
No.
That's why they call it the HIPAA clause.
So it's the first initial and 3 letters, the first 3 letters of your last name is what, like,
Uh-huh.
put in the thing, right?
Well, now you've given the code away,
And-
so I can figure out who is in the hospital.
As long as you know their full last name,
As
basically.
long as you already know their full name, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's, and also, that's not, there's plausible deniability there. Anyway, so, one day I was walking by, and someone whose name started with an F,
Mhm.
his last name started with A-R-T, was in the hospital, and I just looked at the monitor, and I was like, wait, who's that room number? Oh, oh no. There's been a lot of good. You wouldn't think that, like, you know, oh, how funny can this be? How many funny different combinations of things can, like, accidentally show up?
Mhm.
Actually, a lot.
I say, is the answer a whole bunch?
Yeah, fart is the one that stands out to me, but you know, there's been other ones too, like, but I can't.
You haven't had a single butt.
I think we have actually, but I fart was definitely like, I think we had butts. It was like BUTS kind of a thing, you know.
The hero from Final Fantasy V was in your
At
hospital?
BUTC, dude, get it right.
Depends what version you're playing.
It does, yeah, that's.
Well, it's supposed to be
actually, yeah.
Bart's, isn't it? That was like
Bart's
the correct.
or
Oh, you mean
Butts or
Abatsu.
Butts or- His name is Final Fantasy V main character. No one in that game like has dialogue or personality really, so it doesn't like matter.
No,
I
they
love
just
that.
have a job. Many jobs. All the jobs.
Do you recognize this boss, Joe?
It's sort of like a weird version of like the. It's like a It's almost like a combination between what the stage 3 boss in original Ninja Gaiden and like the dog boss, because there's 2 of them, I guess. And I don't recognize this as like if it's supposed to be a Marvel Comics character, I absolutely don't
That's what I
recognize
wondered.
it.
Yeah.
It probably is supposed to. Maybe it's supposed to be like Silver Samurai or something, but it doesn't. It's not translating. I'm not reading it.
It says T-Ray at the top there, so.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let's just punch that into the old internet
Okay,
machine.
well, someone was extremely impressed with their chiptune version of X Gon Give It To You, because apparently it's the only fucking song in this ROM hack, so...
Wish I could hear it. T-Ray is a supervillain. Created by Jim Kelly and Ed McGuinness. Played an
Okay.
important role in the series Deadpool.
There you go, okay. Alright, so this is okay. I feel like
Seems like you're ready to move on.
I'm ready to move on, especially if we're doing a whole bunch of these. And there is like a hotkey option to go back to the main menu, but I don't.
So what are you playing this on, Joe? Did you talk about this?
Oh no, I didn't actually. So these are being played on real hardware. I'm playing this on a AV Famicom with the Kevtris high def NES mod. And the cartridge is I sold my old EverDrive and got an EverDrive N8 Pro Famicom version, obviously. 'Cause I have a Famicom.
Finally, enough of being an amateur.
Yeah, I'm done with that. I'm moving out of frame now so I can reset this game.
Okay, bye.
Bill's gone. He escaped the hospital. Get him back.
But come back.
Bud,
So-
come back.
This is
Bud's back.
the cartridge.
Got him.
Yes, I'm back. The cartridge is noteworthy because one, there was this really annoying thing in the original where it could only hold like 100 and some ROMs per folder, which is why everything was broken up into letters of the alphabet. And I remember we did a stream once when I lived in Tennessee, and I was trying to add a new game to a folder, like a hack that wasn't in there, and it wasn't showing up, and it was because of the weird file limit. This one doesn't really have that. I mean, it does have that, but it's like 1,000 files or something, or 1,056 files can be in a single folder. Also, the previous one had 1 save state per game. This one has 100 save states per game. I think it can do more.
Sounds good.
I think it can do more cheats per game. Like I think it's like 8 Game Genie codes you can put in the cheats thing. And there's a way to open the menu while you're in a game, which is common on modern flash cards, but the original NES EverDrive could not do that. You had to reset the game. And actually, I should options. All right, in-game menu on. Oh, I can swap A and B. So all those weird games that people made where they forgot that fucking A jumps and B shoots, you can switch that. I didn't know that was a feature of this cart, but that's very good.
That's good. Yeah.
You can set like an auto boot last game if you just want it to be a certain game when you power it on. You can mess with the audio balance, which the high def NES mod also has like an audio balance thing where if like the expansion audio is too low, you can futz with it. There's a real-time clock. And it's apparently on...
Tomorrow morning.
Yeah, it's tomorrow morning. I was like, this is not right. So let's fix that.
Here's a real-time clock, and you can tell because it's wrong.
I mean, it's in the ballpark. It probably is on Ukraine time because Crix is from Ukraine.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's probably I'm not going to do the math.
I'm just teasing. It is a real time.
Is that right? 9:22 Central Time. Looks like yes.
It says,
yeah.
it says 10:23 here.
It says 7:23.
Yeah.
Well, I think our
Yes.
watches are mostly synchronized
Yeah,
from
pretty
different
much.
parts of the
Pretty close.
country. Turns out. Funny how that
In-game
works.
combo. All right, here we go. Hotkey configuration. Let's just do A, B. No games you can think of use A, B, start, select all at one time, right? You'd never have to press all 4 of those buttons in an NES game you can think of off the top of your head.
That would be dumb.
If you do that, it makes your NES explode.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
the
I was
secret
told
code.
anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I had a save state and load state combo that I had been using, and now I don't remember what they were. I'm not going to mess with that right now. It doesn't matter. All right. So, yeah, I guess let's move on to the next Deadpool hack. I think that was hardcore edition, so I guess that means I should do regular Deadpool. This is also out. That might be my fault. I might have accidentally patched the ROM, the same ROM twice.
Wow.
Let's try and see what happens if I load hard. Maybe I just got them backwards. Oh no, they're both hardcore edition. Okay, well, that's my
On
fault.
to the other one.
On to the Contra one, which is the one that we really wanted to look
That's
at.
the one I wanted to see. Yeah.
Anyways. So there are an option for 2 mercs, which is just 2 different color Deadpools, if I'm not mistaken.
Has there never been a comic where there was another Deadpool?
I mean, I'm sure there has
sure.
been. I was watching a movie when these idiots interrupted me. Hey, Merc, get your ass up. Then he goes on telling me of some random mission.
Mm-hmm.
IDGAF, but my fridge is empty. And I'm not solo. They shoved an AI up some robo ass and made it my sidekick. Okay, so it's a robot Deadpool, apparently.
No boy. Tired already.
Let's have the Famicom cutscene.
It does, yeah. This is not... the writing in this ROM hack is perhaps not as good as an actual Deadpool comic.
When was the last time you read a Deadpool comic, Joe?
Look, that's the Ninja Gaiden guy.
When was the last time I read a Deadpool comic? I don't know. 3 weeks ago? A month ago?
Oh wow, that's actually way more recent than
And you would have expected when you asked that
Would've
question, like a
expected.
smart ass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, let me ask you this question, Joe. When was the last
Wait,
time
isn't
I
the
read
burn that Joe is reading comic books like some kind of a nerd?
I don't understand people who follow comics, kind of.
I don't follow comics. I was reading I was reading like a collected edition of old Deadpool
Sure.
comics.
Sure. I did that in like, I want to say like the mid-2000s a few times, and I was like, cool, like, this is like okay. And people were like, no, this is really good. I was like, I don't know.
This is extremely what I wanted from this ROM hack. It's like you're fighting the Contra guys and the Ninja Gaiden guy, and it's playing Castlevania music.
And then there's like, it's extremely difficult for no reason.
Yeah, the guns shoot
Again-
it streams of like 10 bullets.
It's one of those things about. I mean, I do like.
I mean,
my default
you do have a
weapon is
crazy
just, like,
gun.
Firing,
Yeah.
firing whole ass explosions, and I missed a power up there, so I don't know what that would have done. I mean, again, like the thing that really sort of gets me about a lot of these ROM hacks is like, it's just like, what if this game that you already know is just super hard? What if we did that? And I'm always just like, that's okay.
Oh, this
Like,
doesn't seem too bad.
I mean, like Mike plays a lot of Kaizo games, and those.
You're being very
feel like-
careless.
it's my little dog is. You can't see her in the shot, but she's on my couch. So I'm trying to like stop her from killing herself by jumping off my.
Is this
Couch.
little dog in the room with us right now, Joe? This little dog that no one else can see?
Yes.
Get fucked, Alex.
But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like there's a certain, like, there's a methodology to something like Kaizo, right? 'Cause it's like a whole subgenre unto itself. And I guess Mike can speak more to that than I can, obviously. But like,
And ROM hacks are a whole subgenre.
I mean, I can tell you that Kaizo hacks mostly exist on a website that kind of vets them, so the bar for quality is actually quite high.
Who
And there are
decides
total garbage Mario World hacks out there. They're just usually not part of the Kaizo scene.
are they racist? Because that's what I remember.
Oh, they
about-
sure can be.
About 8-bit Mario hacks from the dawn of, like, when Nesticle. Because, so, little history lesson for anybody who's not fucking old like us. When Nesticle was new, that was like sort of. It wasn't the first NES emulator, but it was
the first one that kind of worked.
Yeah, that had like very wide compatibility and was like very easy to get running on like any computer of the era, right? And so it included a tile, like a pretty easy to use tile editor was included in the emulator. So people just made, I mean, people went absolutely wild making
All kinds of garbage.
Crappy ROM hacks.
yeah, like just I mean, a lot of really low effort ones. Like I remember there was one for River City Ransom that made you into Wilford Brimley, but like the person who made it didn't like bother actually like finishing it. So like after like 3 areas the joke just stops and there's no more enemies that are like all the dialogue just goes back to the default River City Ransom dialogue and the default gangs. Like there's nothing.
Sounds like knowing your audience to me.
I guess, but
Yeah.
like,
Knowing that your joke only needs to be funny for about 20 minutes.
yeah, well, I mean, fair enough, Mike. Fair,
This was
fair
before
play.
Twitch and YouTube, right?
Yes. Oh yeah, this was in the 90s.
TikTok.
This was in the 90s. So this was like before Facebook, this was like, you could maybe, I don't even know how you would have encoded an online video at that time. Real Media, I guess, probably. And like posted it on your own website as like an embedded Real Media.
Now, Joe, you should know this. I'm a little surprised to hear things. But in the 90s, there was time for clacks, but there was not time to play an hour of a bad ROM hack.
That
No one
is
could
true.
watch.
That is true. But yeah, there were a bunch of like extremely racist Mario hacks that, as an edgy like white suburban teenager, I'm ashamed to say like I thought were kind of funny. I mean, they were low effort, so it was just sort of like, you know, the joke didn't last. Anyways, there were also a bunch of like really racist Doom wads that you could get that would just like, instead of the default sound effects for Doom, they would just say something racist.
Yeah.
Every
I
time
remember
you-
that. There was one called Shadow Warrior.
Well played. Well played.
Yeah.
Well played. That was.
No.
Got him?
I mean,
I don't know. I
the
feel like that was
problem-
kind of the. Anyway, we don't need
That game is
Something,
actually
something,
like aside from
something,
like,
something low bang.
right. Aside from the like the really bad like Asian dialect that the voice actor uses, that game is actually good. Is the thing.
I never played it. But
They brought that game back. That's what I don't understand.
There was a
There's
new
2?
one like 5 years ago.
There's 2 of
wasn't
them.
there? Yeah,
I think
that's
there's
what I mean.
2.
But they don't still do
and a
the
sequel to that.
they don't still do like the bad like 30s
No.
like yellow face voice
Yeah,
stuff. I don't think
Shadow
anymore.
Warrior 3 was in 2022.
There's a third one?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Evidently,
Yeah, there were 2 new ones.
evidently Shadow Warrior 2 in 2016, and then Shadow Warrior.
No, there was there was a remake, and then
Right,
there was a
remake.
sequel, and then a
That's-
sequel,
that was the
another.
third one,
Yeah.
I was only aware of one of these,
Yeah. Yep.
but hey, whatever.
But yeah, there were some, I mean, there were also like some good Doom mods that I mean, they're still
I didn't
good Doom
get this.
mods, right? But there were some like I remember some fun ones that put like they put Ash from Army of Darkness like in,
Yeah, I had a
as,
bunch of Monty Python quotes in one of
yeah,
them.
yeah, Monty Python and the Holy Grail and stuff like that. Yeah. Yep.
I still haven't
Yep.
figured out where it came from, but it sounded like a Monty Python quote. And every time that they fired the shotgun, someone would say, "Bang, schlick, schlock."
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah.
I played with that on for hours and hours and hours. I have no idea where that came from.
I don't either. Maybe it was just somebody recording Somebody
Yeah.
just recorded the voice line in their basement on their crappy
I want to find
microphone.
that person and buy them beer.
Oh, that's Ultron. I get it. Okay, I blew up Ultron's face, and now I get to go in base.
Ultron space.
Yeah,
Face
so
face.
that was
Ultron's
the
face.
earliest days of ROM hacking were just like, what if Mario was racist, or what if Mario was the... I had one where, like, what if Mario was the crow?
Perhaps due to my weed.
I mean, to be
Yes,
fair, Joe,
there
those
was
are
a
not the
weed
earliest
there. There was
days
like a
of
four.
ROM
There was,
hacking.
there were a lot of weed ones, right? There was
That's like the
a-
second wave of ROM hacking.
You know, I'm just now starting to put something together. Do you know what, like, the new wave of ROM hacks is?
I
Wait,
think
I
I'm
Mean
playing
Faces
one
mod
right now.
for
I
Skyrim.
started saying it, and everybody started
yeah.
talking.
Macho Man. Oh, no.
Yeah,
that's,
okay.
I guess kind of.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I mean, it's the same thing, but for a new generation. That and, like, Fortnite is kind of the official, you know what I mean?
I was gonna
version
say,
of that.
I think Mike was onto something. I feel like it's putting Macho Man Randy Savage in every game on PC. I think that's the actual answer.
No.
I mean,
no,
all
no,
that,
no,
all
no.
that, all of that energy is in Gary's mod as well.
Yeah,
Actually, the new
true.
ROM hacks,
Yeah,
well, the new ROM hacks, Roblox.
I think
That's what Alex said,
That's, yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay.
That's what
and I
everybody
think
said.
he's right.
I didn't see. Okay, here's the thing with Roblox though, is that it.
Uh huh.
So one, it's like exploitative because people sell
So
Roblox.
please
and
tell
then,
us, old man, what
I will. I mean, you can.
That's what Joe spends most of his time playing Roblox games. He likes those ones where there's like an egg
we need to be
turns
careful
into a
here.
I
monster.
have played a
When you
grand
give it
total
$10 or
of
whatever.
0 Roblox games. I can tell you that for certain. But
I
So it's-
don't even
so it's really
know what
Roblox.
it is.
Yo, I hate to tell you this, but Balatro was made in Roblox.
Is
I
it
don't
really?
think that's.
No.
No. Okay.
I'm gonna say because don't you have to
I can
have
believe it wasn't
Roblox
in
to play?
Portobello.
Because
Helldivers 2 is a
gonna say, I don't
Roblox mod.
Right.
I wouldn't believe that Balatro was made in Roblox and then like ported to something.
I assume it was made in Godot or Unity or.
I've been waiting for that guy for so long now.
Yep.
All right, well, good
Still
night.
Unity?
Happy to help you get to
Get
sleep.
down. Apparently, I was the only one to pick that up.
Yeah, but
It's made in the Love engine.
really.
Uh-huh.
But Roblox is like, it's like a company owns that and is sort of like exploiting the labor of kids to make content for it, which is kind of shitty. Like the
Yep.
the ROM hacking scene of the 1990s and even today is like, you know, usually like a grown adults doing fashion projects and obvious stuff, and it's not being monetized in a gross way like that. So that's where I would like delineate that difference. I feel like
Yeah,
the
but if
spirit
somebody
of,
could
like,
monetize it in a gross way, they would.
I mean,
I still think there's a lot of similarities because it's all this weird legal gray zone stuff, like non-official use of copyrighted stuff.
yeah, that's true. That part of it, yeah. Also, races. Is there a lot of racist Roblox games, or do they? Actually,
There are.
I was gonna say, do they? I feel like they should be moderating
There
that
is-
stuff. Since
There's a lot of
Dude.
chatter about how problematic the Roblox is for various reasons.
right. Okay, I appear to be stuck because I don't know. Like, I blew up all the things on the wall, and in Contra, that usually just blows up the wall, and I get to move on.
Is there
I
an
don't
invisible
know
one or
what's-
something?
I mean,
Blow them up more.
that's if there's an invisible one, that's stupid, and I'm done with this fucking game.
Press select to like say a pithy quote and then you'll move on.
No, that
If
didn't
that
work,
was
sorry.
real and then like a digitized voice was like, no, remember that one or something, like I would actually give this map props, but I don't know.
That would be kind of like slightly. But no, that doesn't. I can't walk through the barrier. I can't. Can I just run off to the side? Nope, can't do that. I can die. Can't
Can you run towards the screen?
No,
That'd be kind of like a.
oh, like no.
you
If
run
I hit
away?
down, I lay down. I lay down.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I was gonna say if you could run towards the screen, that would be kind of Deadpool-y,
that
right?
would be a very fourth wall break.
Maybe
Yeah,
this is all they did.
Yeah, they also
just put in a
abandoned
loop.
this one.
They did kind of give. I mean, like this doesn't even have Castlevania music or anything. It's just Contra.
What a low effort mod.
Where are all these bullets coming from?
The gun that is there, that is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's a good point. I guess there must be a gun there that isn't there. Yesterday, upon the stair, I met a gun that wasn't there. It wasn't there again today. I wish the heck would go away.
That's dead, buddy.
That's Deadpool Contra.
He's known for his love of poetry.
Fucked up, get up or die. Exit game, baby.
What else did I say that I got to check out?
Donkey Kong 2, Nuts and Milk. You were talking about that
I
earlier.
definitely don't want to play Nuts and Milk.
I just saw it. It was very confusing.
What
by
about
I
milk and
was reading.
cheese?
Oh, I got the Castlevania.
You said there was a
Holy,
Castlevania. There was some Mega Man ones, right?
Yeah, there was a Mega Man thing.
Yeah,
There
but
are a
that one's
couple of
actually
Mega
good.
Man ones, yeah.
I think, yeah, there's probably a few Mega Man ROM hacks.
Did you
Yeah,
end up?
right.
Did you end up downloading that Contra remake and Super Nintendo thing?
I did not, actually, no.
Okay.
So this was the Castlevania ROM hack that came sort of like most highly recommended. That it's like some of the stuff I saw was basically like, oh, this feels like it could have been like a legitimate sequel to like a legitimate Castlevania sequel on NES.
This
Like,
game
it's-
looks like a fart.
It
Why is it
kind of
so
does. Yeah.
It's very yellow.
It doesn't
Yeah.
look like a fart, Alex. It looks like it peed
This,
itself.
this Castlevania has
I mean,
this
that's-
Castlevania has
either way.
is an alcoholic and it is very
It's
jaundiced.
jaundiced, yeah.
Yeah.
As a medical professional, I can tell you
So,
that this
so are all the
Castlevania
people
is-
on this stream.
They're jaundiced?
Jaundiced. Yeah.
I mean,
Were you
think
gonna
I-
say, Alex, that
I
you can
I
tell us
did when
that
I
this
was a baby.
Castlevania R6?
When I was born, I had jaundice.
Did you really?
I'm more of
Yeah. Because my parents' blood types are like not correct or whatever. They don't match right, and that can cause a
They're
problem.
not correct.
Something.
I'm pretty sure they're correct.
Yeah, well,
Got the wrong.
not
They're just not
together.
compatible.
Not together.
Not
though.
compatible.
Two great tastes that taste bad together.
Yeah.
That's me. And Joe just like
Yeah.
pops out with his arms out. Confetti shoots everywhere.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. This seems pretty okay. Like this screen looks a lot better. There's less
This
jaundice
screen
on
does
this
look
screen.
like the yeah.
The last one's kind of inexplicable.
It also seems like you're taking like an inordinate amount of damage even by Castlevania standards, but maybe
this
I'm
exists
misremembering.
when a mother has the blood type O and her newborn is of blood type A or B.
I am blood type A. That's true.
There you go. I don't know what the fuck my blood type is.
Well, if you go give blood, they'll tell you.
I'll keep my blood. I don't want to know. I don't care.
You should donate blood sometime.
Nah.
So you should
I'd-
give blood.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. And also, I don't want to get any if I need it. So, like,
Are
you know,
Jehovah's
like,
Witness?
you know, like there's like take a penny, leave a penny, or you just cannot participate. I'm opting out.
That's your feelings on blood.
Yeah.
Just have one of those neighborhood blood
I
fridges.
want.
in the
I don't
back
want
alleyway.
some other fucking weirdo, gross person blood in my veins. That's awful.
As an
I
ICU.
feel like if you, maybe you should go ahead, Alex.
I was gonna say, as an ICU nurse, sometimes some people
Nah.
really need other people's blood.
No.
So.
Like Dr. Dracula.
Oh no, they don't. Oh, okay. I guess I was mistaken.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Well, yeah.
When I get low, I just make more. You know.
I think like
Yeah,
if you get in a
yeah.
car accident
That's
or
what I would
something,
do
they
if
just
I was
give you
low on blood.
somebody else's
Right.
blood. you know.
Homemade bespoke blood. That's like,
Only raw blood for me. None of this, no pasteurized shit.
Jesus Christ. What the
farm,
fuck is
farm
going on?
fresh, pasteurized blood.
Yeah, man, I feel you on that. Donate
So
blood
what's the
today.
deal with this Castlevania game?
Yeah, you should
Have a-
donate blood. I haven't done it in a long time, but
It's called Castlevania: The Holy Relics. I didn't actually read up on it, but apparently I mean, at the beginning
That's
there
like
was a stage select, and there was an option to choose a relic. So I assume that as you go, you must unlock more. Because I couldn't pick a relic besides the first one. So probably
Those enemies are like a weird mix between the mermen from Castlevania and Birdo.
I was gonna say Miss Piggy, but yeah, there's something weird going on with those mermen for sure.
There has to be an 8-bit Miss Piggy, but I don't know if
There
it
is
looks
an
like
8-bit
that.
Miss Piggy. There was a Muppet. There was a Muppet.
Yeah, there's a Muppet.
Chaos
Yep.
at the Carnival.
That's-
Not
yeah.
good. Not good. Bad game. Bad video game. Are there any good Muppet games?
Probably not.
Whoa, look at this guy.
Elephant spider.
I bet you wish you had the axe still.
Yeah, most I do.
Oh, got him.
No, he got me.
There was a game called Muppet Race Mania,
I don't like
which I assume is about the impending race war.
Oh, jeez. Now, see, I thought you were going to go a different direction and say it was about the Muppets driving go-karts against Hulk Hogan. But
It is a kart racing game, so
you went a different way.
I mean, it could be both. There's only one way to settle this, brother. Which race will survive?
oh boy,
Hulk Hogan is racist.
that's not that far off from the truth.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, like it could just be both.
Oh, God damn it, I did it again.
Take the dagger, Joe.
I think there was an Atari one too, isn't there?
An Atari
I should just go look these up.
Muppet game? Yeah, Pigs
Yeah,
in Space.
Pigs in Space. Yeah. What other Muppet games are there?
Why even make a game, Pigs in Space game on the Atari when you can't do the little voice clip?
I mean, they do, but it just sounds like
Space.
garbled
They do.
Nonsense.
They do not on the Atari.
Yeah, it's just like yeah. It probably does sound just like that. Let's see.
Well, famously, the
Activision.
Intellivision had an IntelliVoice voice synthesis module.
And that sounded great.
Yeah, it sounded excellent. As
Hey,
everything.
how would you guys like to play Spy Muppets Licensed to Croak?
I mean, that sounds pretty good to me. I don't know.
That's a 2003 Game Boy Advance game.
I actually feel like the PlayStation one where they're all monsters is like not terrible, which is
Sure.
I mean, not. God damn it! I'm just gonna punch myself in the face every time I
talked about this,
We
Joe.
did. Yes, we did.
You can't jump onto the stairs in this game, can you?
This is
Muppet
a-
Monster
wow.
Adventure.
This is a Castlevania 1 ROM hack, so I don't believe I can jump on and off the stairs.
Not interested.
I never finished that second Bloodstained game, like the one that.
I never finished it
Bloodstained.
either, actually.
Yeah, it was
The-
good.
You mean the second 8-bit one?
Yeah.
I got to the point where it was like, oh, now you have to unlock all the characters from the first. I guess I kind of did beat it because I made it through the first
Oh,
time,
yeah.
and then it's like, now you have to unlock all the characters from the second or from the first game again,
Yeah.
and that was.
That
where
sounds
I,
familiar.
like,
I think maybe
stalled
I got
out.
that far also. I don't know,
Shit.
it's been years. Joe, you had it, but
I know. You'd be surprised to know that Simon Belmont or whoever this dude is not terribly mobile.
It's not
Deborah. Oh, I thought those were the characters you could play. Deborah Cliff.
I mean, Dennis Woods kind of does sound just like a guy.
Are you sure it's not Denny?
Could be.
Claire Denis.
Denny Villeneuve?
Yeah, Claire Denis Villeneuve.
That's a Jeopardy before and after movie right there.
Before and after what? Exactly. And you go from a
Plastic surgery.
French lady to a Mexican dude.
Denis Villeneuve isn't Mexican. He's Canadian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, French Canadian.
He's Quebecer specifically.
Quebecois.
No, I got him confused with what's the guy that made the movie about space that's from Mexico.
Oh,
Del Toro.
Alejandro. No, he's
Yeah,
Mexican too,
that
but-
guy. Yes.
Right.
The gravity guy?
Yes.
Yeah, that guy.
Alejandro. What's
Villeneuve is the Dune Blade Runner guy.
Yes. Inaritu?
Yes.
No, that's the other
No,
one.
that's the Birdman guy.
Yeah, that's not the guy I'm
Yeah,
talking
Japanese
about.
film enter.
Somebody said his
Alfonso
name.
Cuarón.
Alfonso Cuarón.
Alfonso
Alfonso
Cuarón.
Cuarón. Yeah, that's it.
He also made Children of Men. That's a great movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Pretty good.
that's a good movie. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Let's talk about License to Croak some more.
Okay. Well, are you?
Well, it's a game and it exists. That's everything I know.
Eric? Do you not have the entire library of GBA ROMs on your computer? Or
I do. Yeah, I guess I could
think
boot it up and play
You need
it.
to tell us about License to Croak while I'm playing this Castlevania ROM hack.
I really hope that when you boot it up on the title screen, there's like hi ho Kermit the Frog here. You know what I mean?
The
Like
GBA
Well,
game,
I think
so
he
probably
needs.
not.
I mean, look, man. Nintendo squeezed plenty of fucking Toad going ah
That's true.
I know.
into
That's what I
fucking.
mean. Like I hope that
yeah.
it's.
I mean,
like,
aren't there episodes of
super bad sound
SpongeBob
quality.
on GBA cards?
Yes. Full episodes. There,
Oh, yeah.
You can watch all of Shrek on a GBA card, if I'm not mistaken. 2 GBA cards maybe to watch Shrek. Yeah.
There was a
show?
version of Guilty Gear. I think it was X. It wasn't
Yes.
XX. It was
Yes.
X on
Yes.
Game Boy Advance. And it was so funny hearing them say all their little like voice quotes, but in like shitty GBA sound
Right.
chip. Like, man,
Heaven or hell. Let's
was-
go.
yeah, let's rock.
No, let's rock. That's right. Yes.
Let's go. This guy knows shit about. That's a different thing.
Come over here.
That's also different.
Are you all right?
What's going on right now?
Yeah. There was. How come there's not a GBA King of Fighters game? That's actually kind of
There,
weird.
I
Why
think there
was?
was.
Was there?
Wasn't there?
I don't remember.
Maybe I missed. Hang on.
Oh, wow.
GBA.
The audio compression on these GBA SpongeBob games is really something, or SpongeBob episodes is really something.
Oh wow. I thought you were playing License to Croak. See, Alex,
Yeah,
but what do you
I'm
should
King
if
of
you,
Fighters EX2 Howling Blood.
Wow.
Game Boy Advance, NES, December 11th, 2003. Thank you, SNK Fandom Wiki. Did I buy this? I might have bought this. I don't think so. Oh, dude, it was ported to the N-Gauge. I probably bought it on the N-Gauge.
Yeah, probably. That seems.
I didn't
correct.
buy it on the N-Gauge. I didn't have one.
You didn't have an N gauge. Guys, did you hear that? This fucking guy didn't have an N gauge.
How did you decide?
Oh, yeah. How did you side talk if you didn't have an
Yeah.
engage?
Fuck.
Don't tell me that you front talked.
Front talked. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
The humanity of it.
I don't think we can be friends
This
anymore.
fucking guy front talking without an N gauge.
I never played this. These characters are all like, I don't know what this is. The Iori team is Iori, and 2 OCs do not steal.
Oh wow. Okay.
We all know you
What
already
happened to
have no
Vice and
friends.
Mature? No, Vice and Mature are his friends.
I
They're
mean,
not,
well,
they're not his friends.
I
But...
mean, they died until they didn't.
right.
That's King of Fighters canon. Oh, Robert's not in this one? They put Takuma on the team? Okay.
That's fucking bogus.
I mean,
No
they
Robert
do that every
Garcia,
once in a
no
while,
sale.
though. Do you like Robert?
Yes.
Come on.
Hell yeah. Robert rules.
Joe, I've never been more disappointed in you than right now, right at this moment.
That's not true. But
I
moreover,
think it is. Robert?
But
Come on.
moreover-
I'm Italian. I'm Italian and I don't like Robert.
I am also
That dude's-
Italian.
That's true. I forgot that at the moment. But Robert, I don't know. Robert's just always been lame. to
How
me.
many
It's
fighting
like-
game characters can you name where spats? Just one, and it's Robert Garcia.
I mean, off the top of my head, yeah, it's just Robert.
Scrooge
But I mean,
McDuck
it's
count?
but he's
No,
just
he's
lame.
not a fighting game
He's just
character.
lame. He's just lame. I don't like him. Can't handle it. What his name is alright. Ryo's okay. He's like boring, but you know.
Yeah, Ryo's boring.
Okay, Kermit doesn't talk, but he does make Kermit
I was
noises.
gonna say, I feel like on the title screen he should say Frog, Kermit the Frog.
Good night, Mike.
Good night, Mike.
Bye, Mike.
Okay. Sorry, I need a second. The little dog is being ridiculous again. Give me a minute. I'm gonna mute myself. I'll be right back.
Goodbye.
Um,
All right, let's talk about Spy Muppets Listens to Croak.
I fell down this rabbit hole of figuring out what the fuck this King of Fighters game is.
What is it?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. It look like okay. I need to find some video of this. EX2, AOM, EX2, Howling Blood. Long play. That's what I'm looking for. Thanks, YouTube.com.
The game is considerably longer than
Oh.
License to Croak.
It looks bad. I mean, it looks like what a GBA fighting game would look like, but you know, I guess it's kind of impressive for being on the GBA, though, huh?
Sure.
I mean, it's Neo Geo sprites that are like kind of like compressed down into a GBA form. You know,
That's most GBA games.
the music sounds like King of Fighters music. Oh, there's no voice quotes though. There's no like Mai just showed up and did her like little head tap thing with the fan, but she like didn't say anything. I'm like, come on, that's not all right. Oh no, they say stuff. Okay, but only with like normals. It looks like. Looks like this is based on like 2000 because they have like the strikers. You know what's great about this is I'm talking about it and no one can see it because Joe is hosting the stream.
Yep. I was watching. I was looking it up, checking it out.
Yeah, this is definitely based on King of Fighters 2000. I recognize that arena. When did it didn't come out to like 2003 or something though, it said. That's so weird. I need to find someone there's somebody somewhere on the internet who knows where this shit came from. And I need to find them. It's
Where
also
it
you
came
can tell
from?
which like sprites are OC Do Not Steals and which ones are Neo Geo sprites because they just like don't match. It's like it looks like a Mugen thing almost because the like OC Do Not Steal characters just like are so out of place that like they just don't match.
Sorry about that. That was the joys of pet
Dog
ownership.
okay?
Yeah, she's fine. She's fine. Okay, so that was Castlevania: The Holy Relics. I think there's something to this, but I think I need to spend more time with.
Yeah, that actually looked kind of decent.
It looked alright, yeah. It looked like Castlevania.
It did look like Castlevania.
This brings us to the Mega Man portion of the show.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I have heard that he is a super fighting robot. Is that correct?
There's something like that. Yeah, it sounds
Okay. I
So
don't know.
this-
That's just what I heard. I don't know. I don't know much about it.
So there's a chiptune artist named RushJet1 who did a bunch of Mega Man soundtracks of like, what if they like Mega Man had the VRC6. Demgut says, "What's up, guys?"
Hello.
What's up, Demguts? So like this is a ROM hack that takes those VRC6 remixes of Mega Man music and puts them in the game. So far, the only ROM hacks that actually do that are 1 and 2. Although, which is weird, because if I remember correctly, the first thing that he did that like people were into was actually for Mega Man 3. But, anyways. Yes, I start with Metal Man, not Airman. Fuck you. You guys are wrong.
Actually, we are like
I thought-
correct in
I
every.
thought that was the normal. I thought who starts with Airman? Is that normal?
Eric and Mike
Airman.
both.
Airman is the proper way to start.
Joe's
boring.
Back. I was standing up, and then I was like, hang on, I gotta
Gotta set the
I gotta
record
back up
straight
my
on
point,
something.
Joe. I gotta set the record straight. Metal Man first. Like, yeah, okay, I'll be right.
So I'm not gonna spend a ton of time on this one, just because like the only thing that's different is the music, but it is cool to hear. And this is actually one of the advantages to having the N8 Pro. Apparently, these hacks cannot be played on original hardware with the standard EverDrive because the way the mappers are mapped or something. This actually has to do with the way that it was hacked, I guess, because like normal DRC6 games, like Castlevania 3 works fine on a regular EverDrive. It just like is the way that it was made to work. The hack, I guess, like doesn't work right on a normal EverDrive. Which, like, so because this still uses like NES hardware and stuff that was available at the time, I kind of like it. But a lot of those, like, what's it called? MSU1 for like Super Nintendo and Genesis, using like the advanced flash carts for those systems, where it's basically just like CD quality audio, like shoved into a not CD game. Like, I don't love those. Like, there's some charm to them sometimes, but generally speaking, I'm just like, this is just weird. It feels wrong. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know there's also there's like a port of Mega Man 4 or 5 for Super Nintendo, similar to that Contra one that I talked about maybe doing, but it has MSU1 music where it's like music, like the remixes from the PlayStation 1 ports and like the Power Fighters and like Power Battles arcade games, you know, like just, and that just feels weird to have like going with an NES game, which I guess it felt weird in the PlayStation 1 port. Actually, it felt almost weirder in the PlayStation 1 port because not every song on the soundtrack got a remix, so like some of them are different
music.
and some of them
That's
are
great.
just normal chiptunes. That was
Great.
actually the
I love incongruity.
oh man, the one that got me the worst was there's like a PC collection of the first 3 Double Dragon arcade games. It's like pretty cheap. It's from .mu, and it has a remixed soundtrack, but again, it's only some of the songs, and it's really weird because the like that stage end and like transition music is not remixed. So you get this like, you know, new arrangement of this remix song, and then as soon as the stage ends, you get like old FM synth chiptunes. And then it goes back, you know, to it's really weird and off-putting. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I have a ton to say about this one. Like, it's Demguts is definitely cleaner sound. The drums sound, yeah, music sounds flat compared to the OG, but the drums sound good. I mean, that's the VRC6 does drums really well. Yeah, like I said, I don't have a ton to say, but I do want to see how the Metal Blade affects the sound. Because the Metal Blade used the noise channel in the original game, so like sometimes part of the music was cut out. But it actually seems pretty good here. I mean, it's weird because it's
Yeah, I don't know.
And
I don't know.
Part of that
I
is
think
that
I
like
just-
the music from this game is so iconic. You know what I mean? That like playing this game with different music is just like, well, this is weird. I mean, it's the same melodies, but it's like this is kind of weird because it's not.
I feel the same
Not
way
the
about
right
this as I do like the Castlevania 3 Famicom. Like it's fine, but I just prefer I want those squares to the square waves and those weird NES drums and whatever.
Yeah, I kind of figured you'd say that based on your
It always sounds like the mix sounds muddy to me.
The mix can be weird. The nice thing with these flashcards and stuff is that you can adjust the mix a little bit, though. Yeah, I just, every once in a while...
I guess the music does cut out when you pick up an item, though,
Yeah,
huh?
it does.
Just keeps the... like...
The drums just keep going, right?
Yeah, the drums just keep going, but it's just like, they just sound like drums, which is completely wrong for an NES game.
Yeah. So I watched a bunch of videos last night and this morning about like kind of this background noise while I was working, doing some more stuff, about different ROM hacks and different improvement hacks. And like I said, those Deadpool ones are kind of like the thing I don't like about ROM hacks, which is just like, what if this game was the same as the game used to be, but just like way harder?
The same. It's got different enemies and a weirder looking guy.
Yeah.
An advertisement for Mario.
right. But there's a lot of ROM hacks that are cool that nothing that I'm gonna play tonight exactly, but there's a lot of they're just like improvement patches where it's just like, oh, like this game had wonky mechanics. What if we just fix this one? Like there's a Metroid one that's like, what if Metroid for the NES was the same but had a map? And I'm like, yeah, that sounds
Metroid
great.
for the NES does have a map. It's called Graph Paper.
Yeah, graph paper, right, exactly. But what if it had a map in the game? Which apparently the Play Choice 10 version actually did have a map that showed on the second screen. But yeah, there's a lot of like stuff like that that I think is pretty neat. I actually hate that Get Equipped music. The change to the Get Equipped
Bad.
music is not. I don't like that at all.
Quite bad.
All right, I think the other two that I wanted to check out are both under Rockman.
Mega Man
Mega
boss
Man.
based on the Rock.
Yes. If you smell what Rockman is cooking.
Oh boy, did I
can
come
I
back.
can I check out?
Rabbi Harold Grober Klotz.
Am I allowed to?
River City Nudist Colony,
Yeah,
Joe.
am
We're
I
gonna
allowed
get
to play
into-
River City Nudist Colony on the stream, or
We're
are we
gonna
gonna
get
get banned?
I don't know.
demonetized, dude. This is how I pay my. I don't know.
Right.
Uh-huh.
What do we? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So. Mike took off, but I wanted to check out Rockman 4. So there's two versions. When you patch Rockman 4 to become Rockman 4 minus Infinity, which is a pretty popular ROM hack, actually. Like, they play it at Games Done Quick and stuff. There's an MMC3 version and an MMC5 version. I guess, like, number go up, so that's the one I'm going to check out.
Number do go up. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But this is sort of generally cast as like, yes, it is more difficult than Mega Man 4, but not in like cheap bullshit ways, question mark? I guess we'll see. Okay, I don't really care about the Oh, I can configure. Japanese
Normal
or
mode.
English.
Uh-huh. Good. I do like that there's a bunch of different difficulty modifiers.
Yeah. Damage, crits, item drops. I'm just going to leave it on normal for now, and you can mess with that stuff later. But yeah, this is, I think, broadly considered to be kind of like one of the best ones of these. Which also, like... Mega Man 4 is probably my least favorite of the NES games. I forgot. I don't even remember who to start with on this one.
I think 6 is probably my least favorite, but
4, 5, 6 are the same game.
No,
That's
4
my
is
opinion.
the same as 2, just worse in every way.
Well, you're thinking like think broader, which is that they're all the one where I'm like, oh yeah, that's a Mega Man on Nintendo.
That's fair.
That's just kind of.
that's not 2 or 3.
That's not 2 or 3, or
Yeah.
even 1. Like 1, 2, and 3 are the Mega Man games on Nintendo, and then 4, 5, and 6 are the also Mega Man games on
This is
Nintendo.
also a Mega Man game.
Yeah. I mean, some people will go to bat for those, and that's fine. I'm not trying to like. If you like it, that's cool. I'm not trying to.
I mean,
talk
there's
shit.
a so-so Mega Man game is better than 95% of the other games on
Sure.
the NES.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna say the thing is that none of them are like bad games. The problem is that they're like
you could just play 2 or 3
you
again
could just
instead.
play 2 or 3 again.
I don't know if I'm about to get shit for this or not, but I didn't play a Mega Man game until the first Mega Man game I played was Mega Man X.
Wow.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not
That's
gonna
fine.
give you shit for that, but I'm surprised by it.
I'm
mean,
on
I just-
record
I-
as saying that those are the 3 Mega Man games that you should play before you die.
2X and X4.
No,
2,
3, X.
I would say
X.
2, 3,
Yeah.
X, and X4. I'm with you.
I would agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that.
that's 4 games, and I said the 3.
Yes.
Yeah. If it was 3, I would say X, X4, and then 2.
Oh, I
Yeah.
would say 2. I would say
It has
2,
to be
3,
2,
X.
3, and one of that.
I mean, but think about who I am and why I would
Yeah, that's
say
fine.
X4. 'cause it's
Yeah,
fucking
that's fine.
goofy and stupid.
Also, 9 is good though. I like 9.
I mean, that's the 9 is not the issue.
How do you feel about 7?
7 is bad. There actually is like an NES remake of 7, which I think like kind of improves some of the things about it though.
Not saying a whole lot. How about Mega Man Soccer? You play Mega Man 2, 3, and Soccer.
I mean, I do own a copy, a legitimate copy of Mega Man
I think,
Soccer.
didn't we play it at an Extra Life one year?
I think we did, yeah. I'm sorry if I put you through that.
The local like taqueria where I grew up had like Mega Man, like the power battles, like on.
I've
their
never
Neo
seen
Geo.
a legitimate, like an actual original arcade cabinet of that game.
Was it Neo Geo? No, I don't remember what it was.
No,
but
it was arcade. It
there.
was CPS 2.
Yeah, okay. I mean, they had some sort of like multi CPS 2 thing, and it was on there. Guess what? It sucks.
It's fine for what
It's
it is.
fine, I guess.
It's not what I want from a Mega Man game,
Yeah, exactly.
but it's fine. I mean, yeah, the problem is that it's not what I want from a Mega Man game, and it's not what I want from an arcade fighting game either, so it just is kind of like, yeah, this is the thing that exists, and it's not bad, it looks really good, it's here.
I mostly played Street Fighter there, and I just got my ass kicked. I was like, Zangief's cheap. Of course, now I just play Zangief, and I discovered that he's not cheap. And he's
Have you checked in with Keith lately, Alex? I think we're gonna check in with
The
Keith
new
today.
balance patch is coming for 6. When I was saying I was going to check in with Geef tonight, I meant play Dragon's Dogma because Geef is my pawn. But when does Akuma come out? Akuma SF6.
Soon, because Maximilian's
It's soon.
doing like a whole series about it.
Yeah, it's very soon. May 22, so like a week from today. And they said yesterday that like when Akuma comes out, the like season 2 balance stuff, which is kind of weird actually because he's supposed to be the last character of season 1, but they're like balance changes with Akuma launch, and it's like, oh, so season 2 begins when season 1 ends at the same time, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It feels like the first season 2 character would be the beginning of season 2, but what do I
Think
know?
that,
Huh?
you fool.
Yeah. I don't know. Everybody said I haven't really looked into it, but Akuma, I've seen his like, he looks cool, but I haven't looked into like what his moves and shit are. And people are saying he looks like kind of unlike stuff that's in Street Fighter 6. I'm like, that's cool. Something new, and it's Akuma.
Yeah. Is he still a glass cannon, I assume? That's kind of the role he's fallen into.
That's
since...
yeah. That's what he
Alpha
does. It's Akuma. That's what he does.
Well,
It's
Super
a shit ton of
Turbo
damage.
Akuma is...
Well, that doesn't count. He's still like a boss character. You know?
So I did actually want to talk about Akuma because I mentioned this, and I think I'm going to try to save it for Halloween. But someone finally, someone.
Oh yeah.
So there was, again, like people are watching the stream presently. I don't know how old those people are, but if you're our age, you probably remember that EGM, like the gaming magazine, the premier gaming magazine of its day, used to do an April Fool's joke. The first one was Shenlong, which basically led to Akuma. It was basically like the Akuma trick before it was real. And I don't like this at all.
I mean, the Shenlong joke also
the
led
Shenlong,
to
yeah.
Shenlong in Fire Fort. What's his
That's
name?
right. Yeah, they did Go Ken.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so, but there was one in 1998, the April Fool's joke 1998 issue of EGM2 magazine was a bogus trick to get Akuma in Resident Evil 2. And it was this whole, as was the case with most of those April Fool's jokes, it was like a nearly impossible task. Like, it was like, beat the game 6 times using nothing besides the default handgun and the knife, and on your 7th playthrough, after you've played, each scenario once, getting an A rank with just the knife and the pistol, and then 2 scenarios if you're choosing, you'll get a thing on the 7th save where you can go to a computer in the lab area at the end and type in the name of Akuma, and then he'll like bust out of one of the capsules. And it was just like, it was transparently an April Fool's joke, but it was like, wouldn't it be cool if this was true? And I was shocked that it took this long for someone to make a mod that does that. I actually thought they were going to put him in the remake just because, like, that would have been fair, right? Like, that seems like
I'm
a
sure
good time.
if you go to www.nexusmods.com, I'm sure that's in there.
I haven't seen, maybe there's just a skin where you're just playing as him, but part of the thing was like, when you play as Akuma, he does his, like, Setsu Hado, and, like, kills everything in one hit. It's like a rocket launcher, and it looks really cool. And so, that's what, there's a mod now for the Source Next, which is, like, the preferred speedrunner, like, PC port of Resident Evil 2 from, like, 2003 or something. Like, I feel like it's contemporaneous with the GameCube port-ish, something. Anyways, it's like the PC version that everybody uses, that everybody likes now. And someone...
Resident Evil 2, not
Yes.
Resident Evil 2 remake.
Right,
just
of
to
original
clarify.
Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
And now you can play, there's a mod where you can play as Akuma. And I'm surprised it took somebody that long to do that. But it's out there now. I haven't checked it out yet, because like I said, I'm kind of trying to put it in my back pocket for October. But it seems like, I watched Maximilian play it like a little bit this afternoon, and it seems like a very good, like, quality mod. Like, the character model looks good, and he throws fireball, and it does a bunch of damage, and seems neat.
That's cool.
But like Shoryukening a zombie is
Yes.
pretty funny.
Yes.
So
You're gonna lose more life than you gain.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's not really effort.
your mic is like open.
It's making a lot of noise.
Sounds like a hotel air conditioner or something.
I was gonna say.
I believe that's probably what it is, yeah.
I think actually when his Kurt had his head in the microwave.
Oh, yeah. He's drying his hair.
Yeah.
It's the only way to do it in a hotel room.
I agree.
Kurt says yes to both, so... It gets awful hot in there when you put your head in the microwave, so...
You gotta turn the AC
Makes
on.
sense to me, yeah. I like football head hammer guy. football helmet head
bothersome
hammer
that it takes like,
face man. I don't know. I'm like practically falling asleep.
Yeah, this seems like it's going back to that whole like, what if this was Mega Man 4 but way harder thing.
A lot of these enemies and stuff are different.
Yeah.
I don't remember this at all, so I don't know what's different. I kind of just like thought you were playing Mega Man 4.
Oh no, definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely
It
not.
looks alright.
I
It was
just
a little
kinda
bit more
forgot,
thoughtful
like,
than
what we're doing.
the Deadpool hacks.
Yeah.
Where
Yes.
those were ones where they were just like vomiting stuff at you constantly.
Yeah.
Dude in the gate.
Yeah, I kinda wanna-
Way
What is
no
that?
slasher. I'm just reading words.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Rockman
Rock
Install
Lord.
Metal is the one that I was told is quite good.
You just start with the metal blade.
No, this is actually a Mega Man 5 hack, believe it or not.
Well, that's a
That
shame.
doesn't like
Well,
that doesn't. What I'm saying could still be.
mm,
You know what
that's
I mean?
true, actually. It could.
Right, in the world of ROM hacks, you can have any Mega Man gun, any Mega Man game.
That's true.
At any
That's
time.
true. That's true. That's true.
And what's crazy is in this one you also play as Deadpool.
Oh no.
I also don't remember the order in this game.
Color palette's definitely different.
Color palette is definitely different.
Color palette's definitely different. I don't even know if I've played this one, and I can tell you the color palette is different. Starman?
Yeah, there's a Starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds.
Yeah. He wouldn't say something like that.
Starman's
You
a
know,
little
he
full
knows
of
it's all
himself.
worthwhile. He told me. You know, it's a quintessential Mega Man, but whenever you get to a point in the stage, it's like, oh, dude, you should have dropped off that other side. You would have gotten the prize.
Yeah.
I'm always like, you know what, Mega Man? Fuck you. How am I
And
supposed
remember
to
it for
know?
next time.
I know, and I mean, that's the idea, right? But, like, I take it personally.
I took that personally.
Yeah, I did.
Not that time.
There you go. Got it.
Jesus.
Walk towards the edge, wait for him to pop up.
Yes, Mega Man 101 shit.
Also, this is like, this level is like, oh, I don't get it. It's weird that Starman is like now a construction theme stage. It's been a minute since I played original Mega Man 5, but I don't recall Starman being a construction theme stage.
Well, I do see. Now this I do remember is that Mega Man 5 actually got in a lot of trouble in like the media at the time because they like what they said. The developer said was like, well, the real stars, the real heroes of our society are the workers, and like that kind of message didn't really go over well
Yeah, yeah.
at the time. I think it would be better received now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, what's his name? He got fired after this. That's why Mega Man 6 is so bad.
I'm gonna go on record as saying I think that Mega Man 6 is better than Mega Man 5.
I'm gonna go on record saying I don't think I've played either of them, so I have no actual opinion. But for the
Fair.
purpose of this bit, no, I disagree. You dash jump. Oh, Joe.
Yeah, thought I could make it.
You had to just pretend it was Mega Man X and that you could dash
I
jump.
can dash jump.
Press circle and X at the same time if it's a PlayStation. I wonder if you just need to, yeah, I know, you're probably just gonna like pixel
I think,
that.
or you have to have it rated, but I don't know.
Oh, or like a Rush Jet or something. Is that in this one?
Yes. I always felt like what Mega Man needed was like Donkey Kong Jr. chain climbing. That's
What was that, dude? You went to the bottom of the chain and jumped off. Were you just done?
I mean, a little bit.
Okay, that's fine then.
But also, I didn't know if I would be able to jump up off the chain, because you climb things really fast in this ROM hack. Let's check out Gravity Man. Gravity Man stage is gravity flipping stuff. Dibgut says Contra Force needs a ROM hack. I think Contra Force is beyond saving, man. This Contra Force is just not a good video game. I'm not sure that anything can save it.
Wasn't that the DS one?
No. That was the third NES one that wasn't originally a Contra game in Japan. It was a game called Arkhound that was then repurposed to have Contra branding for the... Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry,
Down.
that was really funny though. It's like, whoop. Then Joe was gone. Okay, yeah, you've said enough to the point where I understand the situation and I don't care anymore.
Yeah,
So,
kinda-
like, I
kinda
get it.
figured.
Yeah, it sounds, it sounds bad. What was the one for DS called then? I thought that was literally
Contra
called
4.
Contra 4. That's what you said.
Contra Force.
Oh, okay, I misheard. Okay. Thank you for clarifying.
No, Contra 4 is good. I like Contra 4.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I thought people liked that one. Like, I thought that was a good Contra game.
It is.
Turns out it is. Yeah, even Contra Force, I've heard of enough to know that it sucks ass. That's like everything I know about it.
That's really all there is. So.
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh shit!
Oh.
For fuck's sake! So I'm just gonna take the high road this time and see what happens.
That's the keyboard.
Alright. Look at that.
Yeah, I have my controller right here. Boop.
Okay. Can't go through that door apparently. Okay. Okay. Fuck me, I guess.
Now you're playing a ROM hack.
Now I'm playing around back. Yeah, I don't know. This, I mean, again, this one seems like there might be something to it. This is one of those things where it's like kind of hard to play while you're talking and streaming. I don't think I grabbed anything else, like, specifically, but, Anyone ever see any funny names though? I feel like Alex, you're just
I mean, I'm playing something now, so I boot up Bunny game, but I mean, just whenever you would go to that menu, I would see something that would just be like, Joe, what are you up to, man?
I did not compile this list of games.
Okay.
Like
All
except
Billies
for
have
the
a toy
ones that I
person. Yeah, that's good.
specifically like grabbed.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know what you're up to. I'm not here to kink shame. I'm just, you know.
I appreciate that. Do you want to find out what's going on with River City Nudist Colony?
No, I told you I need this fucking YouTube channel to pay my bills.
Right, that's right. Sorry, I forgot.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Let's play the Punktendo pup game. Oh, it's
What?
it's Rad Racer, but oh, you can even play it in 3D still. There's no music. There's no chiptune like pup songs. What's the fucking point?
That's true of most video games.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah, you don't have to play a video game to see that. You can just see what's up with everybody all at the same time on YouTube or whatever.
I mean, like, if when I cross the finish line, is it going to play a chiptune version of Reservoir or something? Because I mean, really... This also is reminding me that the big problem with Rad Racer is it's like an Outrun clone without the dope music that Outrun had. Really, no. That's like 50% of the appeal of playing Outrun is how good the music is. Well, I guess this one's in 3D. I think I have a pair of 3D glasses just like sitting around here somewhere within reach. I guess nobody watching the stream can watch it in 3D easily, so.
I did 420 damage. Let's fucking go.
Now you have to take a puff in celebration. Oh no, I almost made it to the finish line.
What?
Okay, well, that bit didn't... What about Milo Fu? Does this have... Oh, that actually does look like the Descendants Milo drawing, at least.
Oh, fuck that fight up. That ended real quick. That's okay.
But again, no chiptune Descendants, so what are we really doing here?
tune back in. What are you doing here? What is this?
This is Milo Fu. But again, no Descendants music. No Descendants chiptunes, so what are we really doing here?
Yeah. Now I get what's happening. I saw Danzig somewhere. Punk Tendo Ben Weasel's Punch Out. Keep going. No, keep going.
What about Pink Floyd, The Wall, a Donkey Kong hat? What? What?
No.
What?
No,
Can't be bad.
No.
Can't be bad.
I mean, it can be bad.
No.
Well, this hack was done in 1999 by Grimlick. Hey, there's the judge.
All in all, this hack is just another brick in the wall.
I would say that this hack is fighting depression. That's what it looks like to me.
You can't play this hack until you eat your meat. You
Yep.
can't. You're putting.
Which is this game.
Died in World War II. It's a song. It's the movie. It's the album.
Yeah. Thought it was the fault
So
of
we've
Nintendo,
been-
but
Have we been banned from YouTube yet
Was it?
for
I don't know.
for this?
well, this feels like a 90s NES ROM hack, that's for sure.
So, I mean, it feels like Donkey Kong for the NES.
With an extremely bad like visual makeover that doesn't make sense and
I
is
don't-
like aesthetically not consistent.
I would say
It looks
that
like shit.
that Donkey Kong is pretty good.
I mean, yes, fair enough. The Judge Butthole Donkey Kong is pretty good, but other than that,
Judge Butthole Donkey Kong is not the issue here.
that's right.
Right? You can.
The other Jeffrey Lebowski.
How do we feel about Gaping Butthole Country?
This one didn't even re-add like the Pie Factory stage to do something. I don't. Oh, that's supposed to be the schoolmaster. I get it now. Oh, and I'm smashing a guitar when I use the hammer. Okay, I get it. Right. I was kind of hoping there would be marching hammers at some point, but alas, it is not to be. I just want to find out what Butthole Judge does when you knock down the...
I mean, I have a feeling he flips upside down. Be my guess.
Well, then does his nutsack chin, like, go into his eyes, or...
I doubt. I mean, do you think that this game has that level of attention to detail?
No, absolutely not. That's why I kind of want to see what happens.
The Donkey Kong for the NES was one of the first games to have a physics engine, so...
You bitch. Okay.
Great.
Alright, well, we did it.
I'm not sure what we did, but we
I
did do
don't
it.
either. Pizza time, burger time hack is what is Pac-Man new
Right.
levels, Pac-Man 3, Pac-Man 3D.
Oh man, a
Pac-Man
3D
remix.
game. How many polygons could the NES push?
Let's find out. This is a 2008 ROM hack. Oh god, that looks horrible.
Oh boy.
I mean, there's some stuff happening here. I don't think I like any of it, but there is some stuff happening here. Why am I in? Wah.
Yes, the ghosts have like little millipede legs.
Yeah, that's kind of like wigging me out.
Yeah, it's not good.
Also, like, I just can't tell what I can eat and what's on the wall and what's like.
Yeah, I mean, Pac-Man 3D is not that good in the best of circumstances.
I mean, I always liked Pac-Mania when I was a kid. You know, I thought it was the novelty of jumping Pac-Man. This is fucking awful.
I mean, that's in line with tradition of the Pac-Man game for the NES is fucking awful.
I mean, yeah, fair enough. You're not wrong. I can't. Okay. There's like an invisible wall there. I can't. Okay. Okay.
What's going on with the sound?
It's not good. Okay. This is fucking terrible.
What are you doing, Joe?
I don't know. Selections.
What's going on, man?
These must be the good ones, right?
Well, it's in
The
it's in the
selections.
Criterion collection.
Yeah, the Criterion collection of. There's a Big Trouble in Little China.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, that's a thing that we should check out.
Nope. Oh, I hit start and I forgot that just goes to the last game you played, which was.
No, Big Trouble in Little China is just Pac-Man 3D.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay. Well, it's all in the reflexes. Wang's green-eyed fiance was taken by bandits. Nexus Creed says, "What's up, y'all?"
Good evening.
Good evening, Nexus Creed. And yes, I also need an adult after that. Oh, this is just Bad Dudes. With what if Jack Burton was a Double Dragon character in Bad Dudes?
Bad dudes with a mullet.
Yeah.
You know what old Jack Burton says? Joe, stop playing romance. Also, fuck it.
I mean,
Oh shit, we're gonna get demonetized again because I swore.
yeah.
Oh, no.
I don't know. I don't think
Why does the truck say Burton? Shouldn't it say Pork Chop Express?
because that's more characters.
Yeah. Did you guys know that the NES port of Bad Dudes is like not very good?
I can see that.
It's true. Oh boy, I think that
Did you know that? Bionic Commando Uncensored Edition.
Oh, that's gonna
Oh,
be
shit.
that's gonna be Nazis.
Got Hitler,
There's
yeah.
there's Hitler. There's Nazis.
No, I know. I was gonna joke that there's titties in it, but then
That's Golgo 13, Alex. I'm serious. The Golgo 13 NES game has titties in it in the Japanese version.
I mean, it's Gold. I believed you. It's Golgo 13. There's titties in it. Yeah, and then
An amazing
she died.
penis at any rate.
I don't know who this woman's titties are, but she's dead.
That's probably true. I don't remember if she dies or not.
It's Golgo 13, Joe.
Yeah, but it's also
She
an NES
dies.
game, so
It doesn't matter. They'll find room for the misogyny. Funny. 'Cause
stop this
guess
evil
what?
revival
It's
of Nazi glory.
rude. Yeah, go kill the Nazis, Joe. Or I guess go save Joe.
Yeah, you save Joe.
Yeah. Super Joe.
Yes,
Regular Joe. Go save Super Joe.
I'm on it.
Turn of Hitler.
I mean, that's what the Japanese title roughly translates
I
to.
know. It's just seeing it spelled out like that. You know what I mean?
That is not how you spell rendezvous.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys
That's
see
fucking
that?
AI translated.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I did see that.
It was like RONDAYVIEWING, rendezvousing.
Rendezvousing. We don't need a
Rendezvous.
person to translate it. We have this machine that'll do it for us. It's AI. It's learning.
It's learning.
And it's getting better than humans ever could.
Oh yeah.
By the way, this sentence is unintelligible. What was that?
Nothing.
about
Don't
it.
worry about it. Yeah. On the other hand, this game still rules. Jesus Christ.
Good job.
Thanks. I forgot that you have to level up to get hit points in this game. There's a hit point. What this game really needs is a hack that just starts you with like 3 hit points. You don't have to just farm enemies in the first stage, because that's what everybody does. They just fucking farm enemies in the first stage until...
Skill issue.
Nah.
I don't fucking care about that game. I'm just kidding.
So tell me about the bunny game
That's what the
before we
developers-
wrap this stream up. Tell me how the bunny game works.
Sure. Rabbit and Steel is bunny game. Just to be, clear. Bunny game is a game that is basically like, hey, what if MMO raiding, but a shmup, but you didn't have to do all the bullshit you have to do in MMOs to get to the raiding, which... I'm not a big shmup guy, but those other two things...
Yeah, you're more of a
really
schmuck.
like.
Nah, you're a schmuck guy.
Boom.
I mean, I walked right into it, so I gotta
You did.
accept that. I gotta hold that L, so it's fine. Like, yeah, but yeah, it's just,
So what's... Okay, so
is it-
I
explain...
completely derailed him. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
haven't
I
played...
completely-
I have not played the game yet. I've downloaded the demo.
Imagine
But I don't...
Final Fantasy Tactics Advance art style, okay? Shmup, where you do Final Fantasy 14 raid mechanics. If you don't know what
Right,
those
that-
are,
I don't know what
don't
that means.
worry. What that means is, like, in this game, they kind of dumb it down a little bit. It's not as intricate as, like, because in Final Fantasy 14, so what it'll mean is, like, here's a brief history of how to raid in Final
you
Fantasy
have to stand in the right place or you die.
Stand in the right place at the right time, and it's like you get a debuff. If you have the alpha debuff, you go clockwise. If you have the beta debuff, you go counterclockwise. How do people figure this out? Well, the debuff, when you highlight it with the
Hey,
mouse,
Joe.
the description, and blah blah blah.
Hey, Alex. Joe's got the beta debuff, am I right? Boom.
Got him. Got him. But
That's
so this
bullshit.
game
I have the
kinda-
VHS debuff.
This game, like, dumbs some of that stuff down a bit, but in a way that makes it just, playable. So it's like, it'll just be like, you get tethered to, like, I played it with, so I found out about this game, one of the people who I used to raid with was like, hey, I don't raid anymore, but, like, check this shit out. And I was like, alright, I'll play that, let's play it, today, yesterday or the day before, either way, it was like, yeah, let's play it fucking right now.
Right now, yeah.
And so we did, and fucking, it's like, there's mechanics in Final Fantasy 14 where you get a tether, like a string, that ties you and another player together, and you have to do certain things with it. And so literally, we're just playing a shmup together, and then we get a fucking tether, and then just a thing pops up over each of our head that's like, stretch the tether. It's like, oh, cool, they dumbed it down, just straight up tells you what to do. And then there's things where it's like, keep moving, which is a thing, and there's a freeze mechanic in 14 where it's like, mechanics are what it's called when, like, the fight does a thing that you have to do a certain thing to resolve it. That's just like, so if I say that word a lot, that's what I mean. But so there's a mechanic where it's like, you get an ice debuff. If you stop moving when it expires, freeze, and you can't move for a while, and then you just get killed usually. Basically everything in the game is if you fuck it up, you get killed. So, and then there's one where it's like, you have to keep moving. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm doing it backwards. The fire one is you have to stop moving, and then the
Stop,
ice
grab,
one
and
is you
roll,
have to
baby.
keep moving. But, stuff like that. And so this game's like, hey, what if we did those things, but in a shmup? And and so it's you just are playing a bullet hell shooter while also doing the things you would do in a fucking MMO raid, and it's like it's also a roguelike. So after a few stages, you get power-ups, and then hey, this does that, and it beefs up your character class, or doesn't. There's like 5 to start. There's 5 more you can unlock. There's like a hard mode that adds more stuff and puts a time limit on the fights, and there's like a normal mode which doesn't do that.
Doesn't do those things, right? Got it.
And then playing it single player versus multiplayer makes it like a different variation of the fight, where because certain things you can do by yourself versus with other people. It's neat. It's like it's on sale at the moment. It's $13, which is not a huge ask. I can talk. The soundtrack's like pretty fun and alright. It's just like a neat little overall. It's like, yeah, this is like what this is a neat idea, and I'm glad someone came up with it. That's all. So hopefully, I don't know, that appeals to somebody.
Yeah, I saw it in the
There's a demo. It's free. You can
Whatever
check it out and
the-
grab it. It's a deal. If you play the demo and you're like, that's cool, you should give these people 13.
the Steam Endless Replayability Fest, which apparently there's just a fest happening all the time now.
Fests, never-ending Steam Fests.
But yeah, that's I bookmarked or I wishlisted the demo because I figured it was something that kind of looked interesting. But
It's fun. I mean, if you like shmups, I saw a comment. Wait, let me see if I can find it. Hang on, because there was a couple. I'll just paraphrase it, which was like, "This game is great. The MMO heads all get fucked up on the shmup parts, and the shmup fans all get fucked up on the MMO parts. Everyone has a bad time. I love it."
I feel like
And
we'll
I
make
was
the
like,
ultimate team
yes.
now.
Yeah, like that's, dude, for real. You'll be like, dude, bullet hell, I got this, and I'll be like, hey, dude, that's a stack marker, you fuck.
Yes. I don't know what the fuck a
Yeah.
stack marker is, but yes.
Well, in this game, it's like the stack is just like, it's like get in the circle, so a stack in an MMO is everyone has to stand in a certain spot. Like one person gets the marker, and it kind of looks like a PlayStation D-pad. And then it's like, hey, whoever's got the PlayStation D-pad, like bring it to where everyone can get to it. And then everyone get to it. Because it's like the less people who are in it, the more damage the people who are in it take. So it's like if that one person was doing it by themselves, they would just get killed. They would take like 4 million damage or something. But if all 8 people are there, then they take like, you know, like 20 or something, right? Like, oh, it's usually not, but yeah. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
But in this game, it's hard to do that in a shmup, so they're just like, get in the circle. And it's like, here's the circle, everyone has to be in it. And it's like, oh, okay. But then the circle spawns a bunch of fucking bullets that span out, so even if you aren't in the circle, you could, in theory, fucking dodge it and be super cool. But you gotta be super cool to do that. Are you up for it, Joe?
Yeah, actually, I think I am. I
want to try it out for sure. I kind of wish the art style was a little better, but
I agree. The thing that like initially turned me off about it is this person who I rate. So the way the raids work in Final Fantasy 14 briefly, Endwalker came out in 2021, late 2021. There's there's tiers, and there's 3 tiers. It's roughly like a third of the game's lifespan. And the first tier, this person in particular raided with us, and then after that they dropped out. So they were. Why was I bringing that up?
Oh, Nexus Creed asks if we saw that Contra was coming to Vampire Survivors. Buddy, I've been playing it. It's good. I like it. I like Vampire Survivors. I like Contra. You got your peanut butter and my chocolate, etc., etc.
That's the Joe DLC. Like,
Yeah.
what can we do to, like, what does Joe like? Well, he likes Vampire Survivors. What's the other thing Joe likes? Well, Contra.
Mm-hmm.
What if? Why was I bringing that up? Raid thing? I don't remember. Fuck it. Just play it. It's neat. It's $13. Play the demo's free. It's a demo. Play it. If you think that's cool, there's more of it, and you can buy it. That's neat.
how goofy did the roguelike stuff get?
Not too goofy.
Okay.
It's all pretty, like...
Gorsh.
It's
Exactly.
kind of the classes in the game are all like very clearly built around Final Fantasy 14 classes,
Yeah.
but they're
The
like
MMO archetypes.
they're But specifically they're 14 because they have like the serial numbers filed off kind of a thing. Like the first class is like Wizard Rabbit, and it's like straight up has like Black Mage shit. Like you literally every class has a primary, a secondary, a special, and a defensive. And one of the big things that Black Mage is 14 is known for. Black Mage's its whole identity does a ton of damage, but has really long cast time, so it's stuck in place, like casting the spell. But if you can work around that, you get like a shit ton of damage. So one of their moves is something called ley lines, which is they put a circle on the ground, and when they stand in it, their casting speed is faster. And straight up your defensive is, become invincible. Also make a circle, and when you stand in it, your casting speed is fast. I was like, fuck man, it's ley lines. And literally the dancer is like, when you hit your button, your other button gets powered up, but when you hit that button, your first button gets powered up. It's like, fuck man, I'm just doing the dancer combo. Like, you know what I mean? It's just... And it's like, when you hit those, either your first or your second, you have a % chance of powering up your third. And it's like, yeah, that's Dancer. Like, Dancer's all proc-based. It's all, like, every time you hit anything, you have a % chance to do another thing, and, you know, so on and so forth. The only one that I think is not similar is, there's an Assassin class, which doesn't really, like, one-to-one. It just feels like a archetype thing. It doesn't really add up with 14, but the other ones are all like, oh yeah, that's that guy. I know him.
I know that dude.
It's like, what if we put this in a shmup, and it's just straight up a dumbed down version of 14's classes.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested. I'm gonna check out the demo tonight after we stream, in fact, just to see how it is.
Yeah, right.
Or maybe after we stream and after we play Helldivers for a while. I don't know.
You tell me.
I'm gonna play a little bit more of Double Dragon Chuck Norris edition, which
Yeah, this just looks like...
anytime you not one knockdown automatically kills every enemy because Chuck Norris.
Okay.
So the boss of the stage is gonna come out of this door, and I'm gonna jump kick him, and he's gonna die because Chuck Norris. See.
Oh boy.
Nexus Creed says he actually started playing 14 recently, so he actually understood most of your explanation of what
Nexus.
was going on.
Nexus Creed, listen to me. I just put, you know how sometimes people will like be like eye contact, they'll like put their their like pointer finger and their middle finger up to their eyes, and then they'll point it at somebody else, look at me, you know what I mean, kind of a thing. Nexus.
Alex
listen.
is the captain now.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Listen, get out. Do not go any further. Get out now. Abandon all hope. You enter here. Like, quit now before it's too late. Just get out. Just cancel now. Leave.
Listen, you can have some fun playing that game.
You can, but
I had fun.
I don't think I even realized you ever played it, Eric.
Yeah.
Spank you cockfeather, dude. How did
Yeah.
you forget?
Oh, that's right.
Did you forget
I'm
Spank
sorry.
You Cockfeather?
I did forget about Spank You Cockfeather in my
Yeah.
podcast.
I'm just saying, like, there's...
That's worse than forgetting about
there's-
Dre, I think, actually.
Yeah.
There's ways to engage with that game that are fun, but I don't know what they are. I only know how to be
Anymore,
self-destructive.
apparently.
No, let's not talk about that on air.
I was gonna
like,
say, I feel like I saw you playing it on like Discord was showing like Alex is playing Final Fantasy 14, and I was like, oh, I thought.
I mean, I played it today a little, like a tiny bit, but it's there's certain people who I was playing with who I just literally like. Okay, here's the thing: to enjoy Final Fantasy 14, you have to play it with the right people. And what makes the right people, I just did air quotes, is gonna differ from person to person.
As Alex always says,
Define
relies entirely on the race of the person that you're playing with.
No, sir. Excuse
I know that's
me.
why you didn't want to talk about this on stream, but now it's hanging out there, so...
No, there's just certain people who I was raiding with before who none of you know,
Yeah.
but I don't want it. That's why I'm like, I don't want to publicly, like, you know.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 was fun before the woke mob got a hold of it.
No. No.
You're really saying this, Alex.
Something,
Yeah.
bunny girls, woke mind virus, something.
They had the
Um,
bunny girl's vagina bones, and now the game is bad.
Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah, oh god, the leftist. What kind of leftist is it?
Up yours,
the
woke
Marxist
moralist.
Yeah, the woke moralists fucking made us take the vagina. Okay, first of all, as someone who's played Final Fantasy 14 as recently as today, they did not take the vagina modes out. Let me tell you, I have gone on record as saying that Final Fantasy 14 is one of the horniest games of all time. And the thing is that the mainstream, it's called the MSQ. That's the like storyline, the main story quest line that you play. That's like the story, the Final Fantasy game that you play through, right? Each expansion. The MSQ is like weirdly sexless, but like it's not horny at all. But the game from the community is the horniest game like ever. It's just so fucking
So what you're
everybody's
saying
so
is the
fucking
community
horny.
is the horniest ever.
Yeah. They make the people who play it make the game the horniest game of all time. It's not the game itself. It's the people who are in it. Just go to Limsa Laminsa. Anyone who, those who know, they know. And
Have
just go to the
you-
town square, and it's like here's a bunch of cat girls in their underwear all humping each other.
Have you
Alright, man,
dated
I gotta
anyone
go.
you met in Final Fantasy 14, Alex? That's what inquiring minds want to know.
No.
Have you had a one-night stand with anyone you met in Final Fantasy?
No, I'm not into ERP, Joe. Thank
Is that
you.
so? Is that game more or less horny than Family Breeding, which is a game that came out today?
It might be less
I
horny.
hate you guys.
I can't speak to that because I don't know how horny.
Available on Steam. It's on sale for $8.49.
Well, that price.
Why is it be?
What
Why?
a value.
What was the one? I put a picture of it in our Discord because like Steam recommended to me some like super horny card game. But it was like you would like this because you played like Fights at Tight
Slay the
Spaces,
Spire.
and and Slay the Spire, and I was like, what the fuck, guys?
You played Slay the Spire and Fights in Tight Spaces. Surely you would like big boobs, big babes, fuck fest.
Basically, it's basically exactly what.
Dude, listen, all I have to say is the algorithm is working. Everything is fine. It's the way it's supposed to be.
And
Joe.
there's very few. There's like porn games in the popular new releases category today,
I
which
saw,
is wild.
I saw one earlier today because I saw, like, I was looking at something on Steam, and I was looking at, like, the top seller thing, and there was one, or no, maybe it was, like, upcoming. Let's see if it's still there. There was one. I saw one earlier today, though. That is still, like, a thing that happens.
I mean,
Sure.
usually there's always one, but I don't see any
Yeah.
right now.
There's
which is
always
wild.
one.
Oh, that's what it was.
That's it.
I remember,
Oh,
Joe,
God.
you had mentioned Bullet Mad Jack.
Yeah.
And I was
That's
like,
out
what the
today.
fuck even is that?
That's
And
out
then,
today.
like,
That's it.
Yeah.
It is out today, and it looks neat. That's not the issue, but I like noticed it in the like new and trending thing, and I was like, oh, what porn game is in here today? And then popular upcoming number 1. Here it is, still there. Vagrant Lustful Temptation.
Oh, nice.
So there's always one. There's always one game in either top sellers or popular upcoming, which is like a porn game. Every time. Doesn't just every time. Sometimes it's a furry game, and that always cracks me up a little bit. But you know, hey, whatever. You're gonna know what I'm not here to kink shame. You're gonna know whatever you do, that's fine. But it is funny to me. There was one time where fucking it was like a Nazi furry game, and it was a
Jesus
sequel.
Christ. What the
So
fuck?
it was like, it was literally like.
No,
it
here we
was
go. Here,
like-
hold up. Popular upcoming releases.
Keep going.
I want to say this. I don't have to go to bed. I'm practically falling asleep. Sex and the furry titty 3 come inside, sweetie.
Those certainly were words, some of them which can refer to parts of sex
So-
acts.
Two
Sex,
things.
sex of the furry titty.
Two things.
Do
One.
you get it?
No.
Two
Oh,
things.
I get it.
Yeah.
I
One,
get it.
I just lost like 4 to 5 years of my lifespan because of what you just did, Eric.
Uh-huh.
And two, Nexus Creed, if you're gonna play through at least to Stormblood, play through to Shadowbringers, because Shadowbringers is pretty good. But after that, you're okay to then get out. You can even finish Endwalker if you wanted to, then get out.
I'm not even sure what this one animal is supposed to be.
It's a duck.
So is it like literally just like a Sex in the City parody, but with furries and like more explicit
It
horny
seems like
shit?
Yeah.
I couldn't really parse what you were saying. I only heard just enough of it to be like, fuck, man.
Well, he had to repeat it about 7 times before I got the joke, so...
I mean, it doesn't even work because that's not how the
Right.
it's not how the title of the thing it's parodying is structured. So.
Exactly.
Conquer the match 3 challenges. Enjoy the most tempting animated scenes yet. Oh, it's after midnight. It's out now.
How can I play? How can I play Bejeweled and honk off at the same time? Oh, I know.
I mean, that's existed for a long time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No,
Right, you can do that at the bar.
Kicks and honking off has existed for
Yeah.
a long time. Bejeweled and honking off is a relatively new phenomenon.
Alright. I mean, relative. We're talking like 15 years or
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, how long?
They have
how old is
another. They
Bejeweled,
have
I
the
guess?
same company has another
20 years,
series of games called Furry Shades of Grey, which is a much better. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the furry BDSM porn Bejeweled clone, I guess.
No, not I guess. Just like, yeah, that's what it is.
I
In the
assume.
more like this section, it's like all porn games. And then
Yeah, really.
Kingdom Come Deliverance and Lies of P are the last.
Sorry, in Kingdom Come Deliverance, how is come spelled?
Living with Sister, Monochrome, Fantasy, Cloud Meadow, House Party, MILF Plaza, Fresh Women, Lust Goddess, Lies of P, Kingdom Come Deliverance.
It's a P.
What are you saying? Oh man.
Oh,
Where did we
algorithms.
go wrong as a society?
I don't. This is one of the things that I think we got right.
I
Honestly.
watched part of
That we live in a society where Sex and the Furry Titty 3 can come out.
watched,
That's a positive to me.
part of Game Grumps playing House Party, which was kind of hilarious. It's not a good video game, it doesn't look like, but watching them play it was funny.
Sure.
There's this part where you have to convince a guy you're not gay by getting him to walk in on you getting a blowjob from a girl.
Great.
Oh boy.
So it turns out Double Dragon for the NES is really easy when everything dies in one knockdown. But also, I don't know if you guys knew this, the soundtrack to this game is still really good.
I don't even know what was the ROM hack of this.
It's Chuck Norris edition.
Oh, okay. I don't. Chuck Norris stuff isn't fun like it used to be.
I feel like this ROM hack is old enough that it was like this was released at the height of the weird silly
Yeah.
Chuck Norris jokes and stuff.
All right. I'm gonna go to bed. I think.
I guess I'm just gonna beat, since I'm on Machine Gun Willie now, I may as well just like beat this game before I wind the stream all the way down. And then I'm gonna check out that Rabbit and Steel demo. Or play Helldivers with Alex, or both.
Sure. I was about to say I don't have to be out tomorrow, but I can do it.
Oh no, it's evil Chuck Norris.
Oh no!
You both die in one hit.
Yeah, I was gonna say get him in one hit.
I got him. I did. I got him.
I know you spend this whole game trying to rescue your girlfriend, and then if you go into the sequel,
She just gets murked immediately.
they just fucking shoot her in the street.
Damn.
Cold-blooded.
All right. That was a bunch of random NES ROM hacks. Thanks everybody for hanging out. We'll be back next week with something else.
Bye-bye.
Yay, we did it.
Congratulations, Joe. You won.
Good job, Joe. You beat everything in one hit.